So today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about click intensity. I'm sponsored by one of the top earners in click intensity, and he revealed something pretty cool, some statistics that I think are vital for you to build up enough confidence to realize that click intensity is a game changer. And you probably hear that word thrown around a lot, but it's about facts, right? What kind of facts can somebody produce to prove that, this is a game changer? It's not just a word that's been thrown around here. Well, I'm going to kick some facts to you so that you can understand that this company, when you buy traffic from them, you're also given an opportunity to build a long-term income. And I say long-term, key word there. This isn't your fly-by-night rev share company. It just pops up. If you watch my other videos, I have some videos on my channel explaining how some of these rev share scams work and why you need to start steering away from them so that you can legitimately build a long-term passive income, because that should be your ultimate goal. Now, click intensity is simply on another level right now. It's only been launched. By the time you watch this video, it's about 2.5 months launched. And I mean, I gotta say, like, when I heard these statistics, these financial figures of what click intensity has generated in the last couple of months, it's insane. So at this point, we're at about 92,000 members. I mean, so it's growing at about 300 to 500 members per day. So it's slowed down a little bit, but it's growing rapidly. And once it hits that six-figure mark, it's going to continuously grow even more. In such a short period of time, this system is massively produced over $20 million. That is insane. And I mean, if you're looking at revenue generated to sustain a rev share, then you have to look at the total figure. Like, how much is this company making? Because rev shares are based on membership contribution, to where the members are building the revenue for the sustainability of the infrastructure, the program, so that everybody's getting paid. Now, when you have that much money in reserves, when you have that much money generated, it's an insane amount of reserves put in place, so that people will never have to worry about whether or not they're going to get paid, because 99% of the programs online, and I can say this with complete confidence right now, they're all pretty much going to take your money, scam you fast or scam you slow. I hate to throw the word scam around, because I've been in this industry for 8 years, and I've done MLM, network marketing, direct sales, and I'm not one to say that, but when you experience the actual scam that's going on, after a while, you got to call it what it is, right? So, but it doesn't mean that you can't leverage this industry. You just got to leverage it properly. So, as I said before, when you join these programs, there's a lot of telltale red flags that pop up, and they're consistently popping up. So the average, I call them level 1 and level 2 programs, which level 1 is just an extremely fast 2 to 3 week rev share that's basically just going to steal everybody's money within 3 weeks time. Now the level 2 is the honest, transparent owner. I'm not going to say they're trying to scam people, but they do it in a more subtle way. But it's about 2 months time. And so they give you the impression that you can build a long-term income, but you can't, because the model is actually designed to break down around 2 months. Then there's a level 3, which is the corporate infrastructure rev shares, like Click Intensity, or like Monsoon, or Maps, or one of those types of programs. To use them as an example, there has to be a proper infrastructure. There has to be a support system. There has to be a system in place. Things that can take care of certain things. Like, whereas all these fly-by-night rev shares, they're controlled by one person. So one person is doing all the work. And one of the reasons why one person is doing all the work is either because they're too lazy to go out there and hire people, or they just don't trust nobody. But it's kind of funny, right? Because they don't trust nobody, but at the end of the day, they're going to walk off with everybody's money, right? Go figure, right? So that should tell you something in regards to how they want to operate, the end goal in mind. So Click Intensity has everything you need in place for you to create that long-term residual income, that passive income. You can't go to these other programs, put in a lot of money, and then, cross your fingers and hope that it sustains. It actually battles through the hands of time, but it's not going to. It's not designed to. The owners who created the program know that, and if they didn't know that, then why did they create the program in this manner? It's because they have a goal in mind, right? An end result of the program actually collapsing. So it's hard to say, you can't really call them, the honest, transparent owners, scammers, because they're doing it in such a subtle way. They make it look like it's just a breakdown of infrastructure. But when you're sitting there watching the depletion of funds, reserves and stuff, and it's depleting, and you're not crunching numbers, and clearly you know what's going on. If you're not sharing transparent numbers with people, like in Monsoon, the owner's always sharing numbers. He's like, here, look, check it out. We've got 36 million in here in reserves and this and that. These other owners aren't doing that. And the reason why they're not doing that is because they don't want people to know what's in the reserves, because there's an end goal in mind. So you need to think to yourself where you want to go with your marketing. You're doing all this research on all these programs. You're doing your research on Click Intensity. But if you haven't gotten in Click Intensity, you probably will at a later date. No joke, without a doubt in my mind, you probably will, because it's just like all the other programs that went viral and became household names. The numbers that I give you, the 20 million, that should give you a clear indication of the progression and what direction this company is going in. Now, I can't control unforeseen circumstances. I can't. I'm not in control of those things. Things happen, right? Who knows, right? But I put all my energy and time and focus into growing this program because I know I can grow it with confidence and knowing that the return I'm going to get is that I can build a proper long-term passive residual income. And I can recommend this product, this system, this service to other people, and knowing they can do the exact same thing. And the process of duplication is so easy. So I actually have a system dedicated to building Click Intensity. A lot of people start thinking about website design and all this stuff. Well, I built a marketing system, a free one for my team that you can use to promote Click Intensity, and you won't even have to build any of these things. You spend about 30 minutes setting up the system, enter in your usernames, and you follow the setup videos and stuff. And then after a while, you just promote your landing pages. How I teach you how to promote the landing pages as well. So you get a little bit of free training as well. So click on the link if you want more information about Click Intensity. Subscribe to my channel, follow my YouTube. I've been online for 8 years. I failed for 3.5. I've succeeded for the last 3.5, 4 years. And I know what it takes to succeed. And it's all about giving value to people. So my motto is, I'll trade value for money any day. And that is who I am as a leader, a coach, and a mentor for people. So I give you value, you produce, or maybe you're buying a service from me, but I trade value and I always over deliver. So I'm out of here, Jedi Marketer. Peace.